Peacock fans, to another episode of Peacocks on the Prowl. I'm Jim Lowry, and sitting with me today is assistant coach of the men's wrestling team, Nate Skaar. Coach, nice to have you here.
Nice to be here, Jim.
All right, Coach, this past weekend, you guys had your final home match of the year. You guys were going up against the Vikings of Augustana. Why don't you kind of tell us how that one went?
It was a really good duel for us, I thought. We had a worthy opponent. They're a good team. They're aggressive. They're tough. You know, so you can't go to sleep when you're wrestling them. You always have to be on your game, and we had some guys really answer the call. And it's never a perfect meet, but there was moments of perfection in there. I think some guys really made some strides that they need to make at this time of year. So that was real beneficial. Overall, we were glad to get out of there with a win.
Now, you guys started the night with a pin. You ended the night with a pin. And really, there's no better way to start and end a match. But kind of talk about what happened in the middle. There was a lot of close matches in the middle there, and we snuck out with a few of them, especially what, I don't know what the technical term is, but I'm going to call it a double overtime match there with Colby Vance.
Colby Vance, yeah.
So why don't you kind of tell us about what happened there in the middle?
Well, starting with Vance, I mean, that just the thing that keeps popping up in my head was how great of a win that was for him. The timing of it. He's had some tough matches lately, especially at home here, and it's like he had to get that monkey off his back. And the way in which he did it was pretty admirable. He was behind, and he gutted out a third period comeback, forcing overtime, and wrestled just a real smart overtime match. Smart and gutsy, and what it does for him, that's, you know, it's great for us. It was kind of sealed the deal almost in the dual meet. It made it real evident that we were going to probably win the dual meet at that point in time. But for him, it was I think it's a confidence booster, and I think and this is a perfect time of the year for it. So we're hoping he catapults into the postseason here with the right mindset because of that. So that was good for him.
All right, Coach. Now, when I have the assistants in here, I like to kind of get their point of view on what's going on with the season. So from what you've seen from your particular angle from the assistant coaching spot, how does the team look this year? Well,
you know, I gauge how I feel about the team a lot on how I feel about my day-to-day business. You know, the season's been going real fast. If it drags on, I feel like there's something wrong. You know, and this season has not been dragging on. The guys have been real fun to work with. They're a good bunch. I think they're really coming together. I mean, they've been coming together all year, so it's hard to say they're really coming together. They've been together, and it looks like they're going to continue. So, I don't know. From my angle as an assistant coach, you know, some of my responsibilities. You know, I have different responsibilities than Coach Grimm. You know, I work a lot with academics and you know, they do pretty good job there too. So I mean, it's just been a real, you know, enjoyable season. So we're hoping to continue that sort of mentality all the way through till the end. And I don't know, I like the team. I like every up and down the list, every guy. They're likable guys, so it makes it a lot easier on you for a job. You know, it doesn't seem like a job.
All right, Coach, speaking of continuing on, the final conference match of the season coming up this weekend. You guys will be up at St. Cloud State, always a tough place to go and wrestle. Conference championship on the line. Tell us how this weekend's going to go.
Well, we've been here before. You know, we've gone up to St. Cloud 2 years ago with the conference championship on the line, and we came up short. And you know, they're a powerful foe. I mean, they've got a large student body. They've got a great wrestling program up there, and they're always going to be, you know, well, not always maybe, but right now they are the team to beat in the conference. So we've put together some steam. We're 7-0 going into it, and you know, 14-1. We had a nice showing at the national duels. I think this team is built up and ready to go and compete. You know, we're getting to that point of the season where these guys are going to transition into their individual mindsets, and you know, this is our last hurrah as a team, so to speak, in a dual setting for some of these guys forever. You know, they're the seniors, so you know, it's one last challenge, and it's the toughest one of the year. So I'm really hoping that we come into there with with the right mindset, and I know we will. I don't like to hope in athletics. I know we will. Whether we come out on the top end or on the bottom end, these guys are going to put together a fight, and I'm going to be happy to be in the corner watching it happen.
And there you have it, Peacock fans. Peacock Wrestling back in action. They'll be away Thursday night against St. Cloud State. You'll be able to find all the results on UpperIowaAthletics.com. Until next time, Peacock fans, I'm Jim Lowry. Thank you for watching.